preparing our students for the world. This video will explain the items that are on our upcoming November bond proposal to help us achieve that goal.
This proposal includes building and technology improvements that are essential to prepare our students for the future. We would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
We hope to see you all out at the voting booth on November 5th.
On November 5th, 2013, the residents of the Richmond Community School District will decide whether or not to pass a 15-year, $12.9 million bond. This video will show how the bond will be used to upgrade technology, facilities, grounds, and improve our programs, all of which will provide a safer and better learning environment for the students. Facilities in all of the Richmond Community Schools need repair. Will L. Lee School has a leaking ceiling caused by the roof being over 25 years old. The aging roof is letting water seep through and requires constant repair to keep operating. Not just the roof, but other issues, including the heating units in the classrooms, need to be replaced.
The roof is showing a lot of age. We've had at times where there's been a lot of water on the roof and it creates a lot of weight, and it's caused the screws that hold the roofing down to come up through the rubber roofing. On roofs that we have the pea gravel and stone up there, they're showing their age by what happens is they crush and they get sharp edges on them and they poke through the rubber. A lot of the flashing up there is starting to show that it's been shrinking and it's causing leaks. We have many leaks throughout the schools caused by all these roof problems.
Other building improvements will include upgrades to the restrooms, such as new plumbing, ADA-compliant restrooms, and electrical upgrades to bring the building up to code and reduce maintenance problems.
The bathroom upgrades are, a lot of the fixtures in all the bathrooms are extremely old. Matter of fact, I just took a faucet apart the other day and I sent the valve stem in to my plumbing supplier, and he said that he's never seen that. He said, let me get back with you. And about a week later, he called me and he said that the valve stem was from 1954 and the company only made 1,000 of them. So there is no way to get any parts for it. So I have to retrofit that whole faucet and any other ones like that that are bad, and there are several.
New doors and walls in the corridors will also be needed. They are aged and not that secure. The walls are thin and will need to be reinforced to make the building structurally sound in case of emergency. After years of replacing parts like a leg or a bolt to hold furniture together, desks, tables, and chairs are in need of replacement. Over the past several years, playground equipment has been removed for safety reasons. The current swing sets are warped and bent. For students to get their daily exercise, it's important not just to take down equipment, but to replace the equipment that has been removed. New state mandates require online testing. It's important to remember that in the classroom, technology is a key part to success, not just a luxury. To be successful, it is essential to make sure students have access to working computers and tablets throughout their day.
It's my philosophy that we need to teach our children to be lifelong learners, and technology is a part of the learning process. Think about all the everyday to-day things that we do, whether it's going to McDonald's, pumping gas, checking out at the grocery store, all of that, going to the doctor's office. Everything is computerized. There's technology involved in everything. So our children, our students, our elementary students need to have that foundation of learning technology in a safe environment. We, here at Lee, we teach cyber safety, how to be safe, how to stay away from certain things with technology, and how to tell adults when there's an issue. We give them that foundation that they need.
building on responsibilities in class and in life, and teaching them to be responsible digital citizens is our aim. Access through technology makes lessons more realistic, interesting, and motivating.
Much like Will L. Lee Elementary School, the middle school is in need of major building improvements, including a new roof that has been patched over and over again. The patches that were placed before are starting to come off due to the wet year and the state of the roof is currently in. The science area is in need of new labs and storage areas for the students. The storage area does not have a proper way to place chemicals and materials that could potentially be harmful if not stored properly. The bleachers in the middle school gym are over 20 years old and are difficult to manage. They were originally in the high school, but were brought over when the high school installed their motorized bleachers. The current bleachers in the middle school are pulled out manually and can take a long time for staff to finish. They constantly get stuck pulling them out or pushing them back in due to supports getting bent over time. Richmond Middle School is continually replacing bolts and other parts. Richmond Middle School is a great place to live and learn, but with these updates from the bond, it will make our schools that much better and provide a good learning environment for our students.
Richmond High School is one of the best in the area with advanced learning classes and great teachers. However, major upgrades are needed to give our students the edge they need to succeed in class and in life. The science labs in the school are lacking in the space to do effective experiments. Richmond Community Schools is looking to build a new science facility built next to the gym to give the students a needed area to safely conduct experiments for chemistry and physics. As with the other schools, the high school roof is in need of replacement.
The current facility we have right now is too small for our student body. The most we can fit in the science lab right now is 24. There's 24 stations. With some of our class sizes going up to 28, 30, and over 30, there's just not enough room for us to conduct the proper experiments. And for safety reasons, to have that many people in the safety lab, science lab, is not very safe for all the students. There's a lot of jostling around and moving around, and they can't get around with all the space that's there. We lack the technology. We do have a lot of stuff that we can do with the computers, with equipment that we can actually attach to computers and show with the technology. We don't have the computers or the setups to do that. We used to have computers in the laboratory in this classroom. They took them out because, again, the space was limited. So we had to get all the people in this classroom. We had to make sure we got rid of that and expanded the classroom.
In the past few years, the state is starting to push for standardized testing, like the MEP, to be taken online versus standard paper and pencil testing. The current internet infrastructure in all the schools, and not just the high school, cannot handle that much activity. Improving the technology infrastructure will also allow our teachers great instructional options for daily activities.
The infrastructure needs to be updated because the speeds within the district aren't suitable for the needs and educational process that the students are looking for. A lot of times the websites that the teachers want to access are a little more high-end. The speeds were okay for 2007, 2006, email, basic web pages, but as web pages advance, you need a little more speed to make the experience worthwhile.
The outdoor track is also in need of replacement. With patches of track showing exposed concrete, it is unsafe for students to use for class and sports. After years, the patching is no longer holding and will be unusable in the near future. In fact, Richmond High School is no longer able to host events because it is unsafe. One of the major upgrades would be to improve the parking lot behind the auditorium and bus areas to allow for a cleaned up look and safety for students and members of the community who use our facilities. The fleet of buses that Richmond Community Schools uses are starting to near their 10-year life cycle. Richmond Community Schools needs to add 6 new buses to maintain their current fleet to provide busing. The bond will be paid in 15 years. Excellent Schools helps maintain property value, and this expense will not only provide a better learning environment for the students, but will be an improvement to all the communities within the Richmond Community Schools District. We would like to thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see you out at the voting booth on November 5th.